get accurate financials out. So we've made some pretty significant changes within the CAPC in terms of being able to be state-of-the-art, and we're very excited about it. I'm happy to answer any questions you might have about what we're doing. We've got a very good staff of people working for us right now, and we've got a very dedicated team of people that sending out a lot of information.
Questions? Comments?
I know the viewing public would like to know where we stand year to date, percentage-wise, given the state of the national world economy. Up, down, flat?
Mr. Vita, if I recall correctly, I believe that at the end of June, our restaurant income was up 2% from the previous time, same period last year. Our lodging was down, I believe, 4%, but overall we're at 47% of our projected budget. So we're not significantly up, but we're not significantly down. The good news is that we're coming into a very busy time, and we expect to meet our projections and hopefully exceed those. So we're very optimistic about what's ahead right now.
Any further? Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Next on the agenda, under commission. Yes, sir.
Under CAPC, and I was noticing in the local news that the position held by, I believe it's Mr. Bridwell,
yes,
expired June 30th, and that he had been unanimously voted back on the CAPC. Is that application coming here tonight?
Not tonight, sir.
Okay.
We were just informed of it.
Okay.
So, that it will be.
Thank you.
Okay. Nothing under hospital. Parks has been postponed to 11/3/11. I believe that was the amendment a while ago. HDC, we have one position open. We don't have any applicants for it. Cemetery Commission, do we have anybody out in the hallway for cemetery that you know of? Okay, apparently no report. And then the Yellow Bag Research Committee. Ms. Balance?
I believe the last time we spoke, we had found that there was a discrepancy between city code and the contract. And so we had looked to Mr. Weaver and Mr. Pate to find some resolution.
Yes, ma'am. And Tuesday evening, I have a meeting, Tuesday afternoon at 12 o'clock, I have a meeting with them. So we'll get all that ironed out then.
Excellent.
I'll send you all an email.
Six.
Yes.
So sometime in the real near future, I'm going to get together with Dawn and hopefully set up another meeting.
Okay.
And at that point, we'll ask the city clerk to let the public know.
Okay. All right. Any other committee meeting? Yes, Mr. Campbell.
Question while we're still under commissions, since it's really not an agenda item. We received an email from the Planning Commissioner Chairman some time ago that they were no longer going to be sending us proposed ordinances in ordinance format because they didn't have a budget. And I believe the code says that all they have to do, since we don't have a city planner, the code still says that the city planner, and I don't remember who else, have automatic permission to consult with the city attorney. But I know when I was sitting on planning, and I'm sure when Mr. Berry was on, all the chairman has to do is ask the mayor to be able to send something to the city attorney to draft, because we're sitting here currently and I feel like we're being looked at that we aren't doing anything based on updates that I get, that since we passed the foul ordinance that we don't have anything correcting the numbering of the rest of it. I don't remember what that was, but I was just wondering if you could clarify how those should come to council, whether it's from planning or any other commission, if we're going to have to be doing the final drafting, or if it can go automatically. Have you let anybody know what their procedure is?
Mr. Weaver should be here just any moment. We'll address it with him.
You did ask him to update the rest, correct?
Yeah, I sent him an
okay.
email.
So it's already happening?
Yes, ma'am. But, so you want to jump up?
I'm gonna have to get a ladder. The reasoning for my letter was because sometimes we get asked to work on things such as pop-off valve, and we send it to this table, and if this table feels that it's something that they want to do and they want to have it go forward, then they would be using the city attorney and the time and the effort and the monies to get that done. If the planning commission feels it's something that we want to get done, and then we spend the money and the time and the energy and efforts of the city attorney, but this table doesn't even want it passed, then what good have you done? So that was the reasoning we didn't spend the money first.
Anything else? Okay. I have a little report. Glad to announce that I hired Ken Smitty-Smith as the transit director, a new guy. He's been with them quite a while. He was happy to take it over, and apparently it's working very smooth. So that is subject to your approval and disapproval, but I think the last time I was asked that I didn't want to hire somebody from inside, so here we are.
Well, I moved to suspend the rules and have an executive session at the end of the meeting after number 5 on new business.
Second. Second.
Made and seconded. All in favor, say aye.
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 Any opposed?
You're suspending the rules. You have to do
Oh, yeah, roll call, sorry.
Sorry. Mr. Raphael?
Yes.
Dr. Kirkpatrick?
Yes.
Ms. Balance?
Yes.
Mr. DeVito?
Yes.
Mr. Berry?
Yes.
Mr. Pownall?
Yes.
6-0.
Yes. Okay, motion carried. All right. First item, public comments. First on public comments is Mr. Robert Hotchkiss. Robert? That's a load of papers for everybody.
I have two things I'd like to share with you
Would you-
tonight.
would you
My name is
introduce yourself,
Robert
sir, please?
Hotchkiss. My address 103 East Van Buren Street, number 103 in Eureka Springs.
Thank you, sir.
All right. First of all, I'd like to share with you a very interesting report. This is a very new report that this was just concluded only a couple of months ago, actually, December 2010. And what this shows is that the key to economic growth in cities and towns really lies in nurturing the small, locally owned businesses and limiting further expansion and market consolidation by large corporations. This was done by two of the
My bad.
economists.
Go ahead.
I'll
Go
let you.
ahead. Let me get you started
All
up here. Okay, go.
This was performed by two economists by the name of Stephen Getz and David Fleming with Pennsylvania State University. The report is entitled, Does Local Firm Ownership Matter? Does everyone go ahead and pass it more out there? All right. And
Okay,
in
never
this
mind.
study, they performed a analysis of the growth and decline in the economies of 2,953 counties. So it's a very extensive study. And what they found was that those counties that had a high density of small locally owned businesses experienced a much greater per capita income growth, and whereas that those that had large retail establishments actually were consistently and statistically economically depressed. So I would invite everyone to take a look at this report. Some very, very good information in here. The other thing is that in this past week, I have gone through the city ordinances and I've read every title and section, and I was really amazed to find that there is absolutely nothing in the city ordinances limiting the maximum size of a business that can be established in the city of Eureka Springs. And also I saw absolutely no requirements for any kind of an impact study whatsoever. And so I actually called and I talked to some people in some other parts of the country to find out what they are doing in their communities, and what I found was really pretty exciting. And what I learned was that in other small communities, small towns, really all across America, there's a revolution that's going on. And small towns and cities are actually taking back control from the large corporations. Instead of the large corporations telling them, this is what we want to do, and this is what we need for you to do to meet our business objectives, the towns and the cities are telling the corporations, this is how we want to run our town, and this is what we need you to do as a corporation if you want to do business with us. And the way that they have done this is through what is known as a major development impact review process. And so what I'd like to do is, this is an amendment that I would like to propose to the City Council, and I'll go ahead and pass out. There you go. And then, let's make sure that there's enough here.
Yeah, but we got one.
And then also that a couple here for your city attorney and so forth. And really, what this is a proposed amendment that would define what a major development is, and then also what it would do is it would require the economic impact, a traffic impact, environmental impact, fiscal impact, and also the impact to services within your city. And it just makes sense that if you're going to have a major development in town, it's a pretty important decision you're making. You want to have as much information as possible, and so you don't want to go blindly into such a decision. And having this kind of an impact study would give you that kind of information so you know what the economic impact is going to be in the town. So I really would appreciate the opportunity to get onto the agenda in the future so we can bring this up for discussion, and so if you could review this proposed amendment, and if we could get this for discussion, and if we could proceed with this as quickly as possible to try and get the city ordinances amended so we can have these kind of controls. I really feel that these are long, long overdue for this city. It's what we need to do in order for us to control our growth. Thank you.